E-Stace here. Okay, so this week's lessons, we reviewed the single arm swing, we perfected that technique, which led us to learn the single arm clean, which then led us to learn the overhead press into the windmill. That's 4 really awesome things that you can combine and mix in many different configurations. So today, for the workout this week, we're going to be practicing meshing all of those together in a sort of kettlebell complex or flow. Kettlebell complex or flow just means you're working with one same bell for the entire thing, and you're aiming to not put the bell down at any point. If you have to, of course, to make sure that your technique and your form is on fleek, technique on fleek, then that's okay, right? We always want to defer to good form first, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through the complex or flow with one bell, assuming that you have something light to moderate that you can overhead press several times comfortably. Right now I'm going to be using a 12 kg to demonstrate with, but I feel like I'd be comfortable anywhere with a 10 or a 12 kg, right? And I comfortably swing with 2 hands anywhere from a 16 kg to a 20 kg. I don't know if that's at all helpful to you, but I just wanted to lay that out there so you can choose your bells if you have multiple bells. Now after we do one round of the flow or complex, I am going to be then giving some modifications for those of you who either have too heavy a bell or no bell at all that's appropriate to clean, okay? So that's what we're gonna do after the flow, okay? So here we go. We're gonna start with 5 swings, 5 single arm swings on the right into 3 single arm cleans. Then I'm going to set up, bring my stance in a little bit more underneath myself, 3 overhead presses, and then I'm going to set up for my windmill and do 3 windmills, boom, right? I'm going to toss the bell down and start on the other side. I'm going to give you 2 options to bring the bell back down from the windmill position. We'll talk about that when we get there. But again, that's 5 single arm swings into 3 cleans, 3 overhead presses, 3 windmills. So 5, 3, 3, 3, right? And then we're going to switch to the other side. I'll tell you how to build this into your workout and how to time it. It's going to be a every minute on the minute scheme, but we'll talk about that in a second. Let's just work through the flow first, okay? So go ahead and stand behind your bell, right? You're about a foot and a half behind your bell. You're in that beautiful setup position. Take one hand off. We're going to do 5 single arm swings leading into 3 single arm cleans, right? Here we go. Clean. Right? For press, bring your feet underneath you more, adjust to where you need to be, right? Boom. Leave the hand up, right? Now we're going to position ourselves into the windmill pattern. We're going to reach our butt back, spiral our chest, snap our hips. That's 1. Take your time on these. Don't race. These are all about control and stability. Now here is option 1. You're going to toss the bell into your hand, boop and boop, and set it down, all right? Right, that's option 1. Option 2 is to bring it down into the racked position and then swing it down and place it on the ground, all right? So I'll show you option 1 again, then I'll show you option 2. So option 1 is, from this position, I'm just going to flip it in my hand, catch it, and hike it through my legs and set it down just like the end of any swing that you do, right? So here we go, I'm gonna just toss it, toss, down, right? Let me show that to you this way. Boom, this is option 1 again. This is sort of like a reverse snatch, so this is actually a good thing to start practicing when you feel ready. Okay, here we go. It's in my hand, I'm gonna let it toss, hike it through my hips, and set it down. Got it? Cool. You can always rewind, flip it and reverse it, and look at it in slow motion by dragging your hand across the bar at the bottom, right? Option 2 is simply bringing it into the rack position and then a boop and a boop, setting it down, right? So I'll show you what that looks like. Boom. All right, here we go. I'm gonna bring it back down. Let's assume I just did my last windmill. I'm gonna bring it into the rack position. Then I'm going to place it down like I always do, right? Doop and and dupe into your hike setup. Cool? Option 2, again, review. Boom, boom. So assume I just finished my windmill. I square off my feet, bring it into the rack position, set it down. Okay, so what happens if you have too heavy of a bell, right? Maybe it's perfect for double-handed swings, for some goblet squats. Maybe you can even get away with a single arm swing, right? But perhaps it's just too heavy to clean or to press right now or stabilize overhead. That's totally okay, right? We don't wanna push ourselves over the edge here. So if you have too heavy of a bell and you don't have a lighter kettlebell, I suggest doing your one-arm swings with your heavier kettlebell, right? Setting the bell down, and then if you have a dumbbell, a lighter dumbbell, here's how you would practice your cleans. So here's what this would look like. I would do my swings. Let's do the other hand, so I'm not lopsided. Okay. Swings. Boom. 4 and 5. I'm going to set the bell down. Boop. I'm going to stand over my dumbbell. Zip. I'm going to put it back down again. Zip. Put it back down. Zip. Right? So from the side, that looks like I'm in this hike position. Might need a little squattier because the dumbbell is lower to the ground than the kettlebell, right? I'm going to zip it up my chest. Get into that nice racked position, just the same as the kettlebell, neutral wrist. Boom. Then from there, after I've done my 3 cleans, I can go right into an overhead press. Boom. Boom. Then let's go ahead and set up our windmill. You can absolutely windmill a dumbbell as well. You can windmill your cat. You can windmill a barbell. You can windmill a shoe even. Windmilling a shoe would actually be quite challenging because there's not a lot of weight or a lot of feedback. So try that for technique. Try that on for size for practice, right? So that would just look like 5 one-arm swings with your kettlebell. Set that bell down. Come on over. Do your cleans. Boom, boom. Bring your feet underneath you. Overhead press. 2, 3. Set up into your windmill position, right? Boom. So if you have a light dumbbell at home, you can absolutely substitute that in. Really just the moral of the story, right, is make substitutions or modifications whenever you feel your form is breaking down and you can no longer do something with clean form, right? So let's say I'm halfway through the workout and I can really feel my overhead press is starting to fail, technically speaking, right? Then I know that I might want to bump that weight down for that overhead press. Maybe I opt for lighter kettlebell for the entire flow, right? This is your workout. I want you to really figure out what works for you in the moment. Day to day, it might feel different, right? One day you might feel super strong and you can power through this 20-minute workout with the same bell and feel awesome about it. Maybe the next time you hit it, didn't sleep well last night, stressful week, whatever the case, right? Feel a little twingy in your shoulder, bringing it down a notch sounds like a healthy choice, right? So you are in ownership of your own workout, and we trust you to make the modifications as you see fit. Another thing I'll throw out there, if 3 overhead presses is just starting to gas you at the end, maybe take 1 out. Maybe just do 2. Maybe just do 1 into the windmill, right? As we go through the workout, 20 minutes will start to feel like a long time, right? It'll start to feel easier in the beginning. You might even be like, wow, I've got this in the bag. But maybe by the 19th minute, it might start to feel tiring and taxing. So again, take those modifications when you need. You are the leader of your own workout, right? So here's how this workout's gonna go. You saw the flow, right? 5 swings, 3 cleans, 3 overhead presses, 3 windmills, bring it back down or snatch it down to the ground, boop, right? Rest. It's gonna start at 20 minutes. You've got 20 minutes on the clock. I would set your timer on your phone, right? Where you can see it. This is every minute on the minute. So you do that one side at the top of each minute, right? So the top of 20 minutes, I do this, right? Let's say it takes me 30 seconds. I put the bell down. I have 30 seconds to rest before I do it on the other side, right? At the top of 19 minutes, I go again, 5 swings, 3 cleans, 3 overhead presses, 3 windmills. Do, do, do. Single ladies, right? Put it down. I rest. Let's say, ooh, this time I only have 25 seconds to rest until the top of the next minute. Awesome, fine. Right side is up next, right? 5 swings. Rinse, repeat. Keep all training at the top of every single minute for 20 minutes. It'll really start to ramp up, right? It'll feel like steady state cardio almost for some of you, right? Like, especially if you're not taking a lot of breaks. So again, the owner of your workout, take it a notch down, modify where you need, use the equipment that you need. It's going to give you a good, clean workout that's going to feel healthy and safe, but challenging, right? Challenging but doable. All right, 20 minutes EMOM, guys, of this night's kettlebell flow. I want to hear how you guys do. Hashtag us at LEVELUPSWINGACADEMY. Tag us if you try this throughout the week, and we can't wait to see you next week, guys. Thank you so much, and have a great day.